Manny Pacquiao faces undefeated Chris Algieri for the welterweight title on Saturday night. Manny's trainer, Freddie Roach, made news earlier this week saying Pacquiao told him he'd knock him out in the first round. Manny has a total of 6 career knockouts in the first round, but his most memorable and arguably most recent was Ricky Hatton back in 2009. Stephen A. Smith, we're counting. How many rounds do you expect this one to go?
Wouldn't surprise me at all if it went the distance, because I have more respect for Algieri than Manny Pacquiao appears to have. He's only had 20 fights. He doesn't have much knockout power, and I get all of that. But he's got Manny Pacquiao by about 4 or 5 inches. He's got definitely a 5-inch reach. He's proven to me that he can actually take a punch and that he's very, very smart. And so because of that, I think that he has the boxing skills to keep a distance and try to outbox Manny Pacquiao. I don't see Manny Pacquiao as the kind of individual, Skip, that's just walking through punches. We all know what happened to him when he tried to have that mentality with Juan Manuel Marquez and got put to sleep right in front of former presidential candidate Mitt Romney. I mean, Manny, are you okay? Are you okay, Manny?
Wait,
all right, the point
that fight?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Listen, all I'm saying to you is that I think he will win the fight. I think that he will be the aggressor. I think his speed, his quickness, his overall boxing skills. I think Manny will win this fight. Could he knock out? Could he possibly knock Algieri out late? I think so, but I'm not predicting that. I got a lot of respect for Algieri's heart and his skill. He just lacks punching power. But I do believe he has the skills to survive 12 rounds against Manny Pacquiao by decision. He's not knocking this kid out in the first round.
Well, you're saying he's not going to knock him out at all, correct?
That's right. I don't think so. I don't think so. He might drop him once or twice, but maybe. But he's not knocking him out. The kid is smart. He's got some resolve.
I hear
you. Good family background. He's got a lot of heart.
Yep.
But he's not stupid. He doesn't sit there and, he doesn't try to do things he can't do. And I give him a lot of credit for that. And I see him having the smarts to survive.
Your prediction that it would go the distance, but you would give the nod, obviously, to Manny, because you do have a lot of respect for Algieri. We discussed, was it a couple days ago, that Freddie Roach, as Kerry pointed out, divulged to reporters that Manny had said to him 1 round. That Manny would get him in 1 round. And Freddie Roach put it in the perspective of, he's never said anything like that to me before. And we debated whether it was smart for Freddie Roach to say that publicly. I'm back and forth on that, but in this case, I'm okay with it, as I told you 2 days ago, because I think Freddie Roach is trying to drive home the point that his man, Manny, has finally gotten serious about a fight. To me, this fight, this Saturday night, I'm not going to China, but I will be watching
you could.
I couldn't make it to China. I probably have to leave now.
Right? 2.5 hours.
Yo, the way flights have been recently, Skip Bayless, don't even try to make it to Chinatown. Okay. Don't even bother.
Don't even think to go to Chinatown.
Could I take a car service to China?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, he could. He could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of flying, I can't even tell y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, to me, I think you're about to see the Manny Pacquiao of 5 years ago, who wants this Floyd fight so badly. He is trying to shame Floyd into it, that he wants to sway the public even farther onto his side by saying, watch this. I'm ready. I'm here, Floyd. Are you still afraid of me? I think you're going to see him fight with passion and even a fury that we have not seen from Manny, because I do agree with you. I keep telling you, I feel like he's kind of sleepwalked through the last 4 or 5 fights. The Marquez fights, he fought him so many times, it's just like blah, 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 blah. And he did walk into briefly, but he did play chess an hour, he said, after he got home.
He was more than okay.
He's fine because he wasn't that interested in that fight. I think he had, at that point, lost all hope of fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr., and now he sees that he's getting the public support that he needs to really shame Floyd and back him into a corner out of which he cannot escape and run, as Floyd has been running from Manny Pacquiao. So now let's talk about Chris Algieri, aficionado. I've covered the sport for a long time. Can you remember a boxer who wanted to be a doctor? Just for the record, that Chris Algieri is a smart young man.
Well, the heavyweights, Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko.
Do they want to be doctors?
You know, they're highly educated.
No, I know they're educated. I just don't. It's just an odd mix that this young man, now 20-0, came from the kickboxing background, very bright, graduate degree, wants to go to medical school, and it's an odd combination to me to be in what I think we would agree is it is a violent game that he is playing in this ring with Manny Pacquiao, but ultimately wants to be a doctor. This is the first time he has fought outside of New York, his home area, obviously from Long Island, and this is the first time he has fought above junior welterweight. So as you point out, he's long, tall. He's 4 inches taller than Manny. He has 5 inches of reach on Manny, but no real punching power. Now, you brought this up, but in that last fight last June, Provodnikov, he went down twice. Algieri did in the first round and got up and
he'll knock it. He'll knock anybody into tomorrow, Skip. This dude has some incredible power.
Okay.
Can't box that great, but incredibly. He had Timothy Bradley unconscious while he was on his feet.
I get it. And again, Chris Algieri got up twice in the first round and showed the heart of a warrior to just withstand the beating that he took and to win that fight. But I think Manny's going to unleash on him. I can't go 1 round. I can't even go 2 or 3 rounds. But I'm going to go 8. That's a conservative prediction. I think TKO, technical knockout, not put the man asleep. But I think this fight will have to be stopped in the 8th round because Manny will just finally outclass and just hit him too many times. That's what I think.
I thought about that, Skip, and I was close to making that prediction. But I think that if Algieri's able to hold him off in those earlier rounds to withstand that onslaught, then Manny Pacquiao will suddenly step back a little bit, start boxing and just winning points as opposed to being in a ferocious style of attack mode that he was in the earlier rounds. That's why I believe this is going to go to distance, because I think that the fury that Manny Pacquiao is going to bring is going to be early. And I'm predicting that Algieri is going to withstand that. And if he does so in that regard, then you have a situation where, okay, he'll survive those later rounds, because now Manny's going to be thinking about points and just trying to outbox him and win the fight as opposed to taking him out because he tried so hard earlier in the fight and couldn't get it done. That's what I'm predicting. But I don't blame you for going that route, because it's definitely possible he could take him out in 8 as well.
Okay, so what's your educated guess? Does Floyd Mayweather Jr. watch this fight tomorrow night?
100%.
I think he watches the fight because he certainly watched it when Pacquiao got knocked out. I think it's one of those things that, you know, when you look at the Foot Locker commercial that Manny Pacquiao has now, where he's clearly mocking Floyd, don't get me wrong, Floyd is absolutely right when he talks about Manny Pacquiao wanting the money, and that has a lot to do with it or whatever. But you know what? If you are truly a fighter and a champion and somebody calls you out, you know, and you're the champion, and it's the fight, then if you are Floyd Mayweather Jr., you've got to fight this man. Enough's enough. And keep in mind that Ricky Hatton spoke a lot before he got knocked into tomorrow by Manny Pacquiao. He had gotten knocked out by Floyd, but Floyd wasn't paying him any mind. And then Floyd showed up at a fight, and Ricky Hatton talked smack to Floyd after he had won a particular fight, and Floyd turned to his business manager, Leonard Ellaby, and he said, make the damn fight. Got up and walked away. That's what he did because he got tired of Ricky Hatton's mouth. Well, if you got tired of Ricky Hatton's mouth, then you should be tired of Manny Pacquiao, especially when Manny Pacquiao is now making commercials mocking you, daring you to fight him. Floyd will pick this boy apart. I'm telling you he will. But it has to fight him first in order to do it. You can't have this man talking this smack to you like that. You got to take me. Floyd Mayweather's got to fight Pacquiao. Enough. He's got to fight Pacquiao.
Do you realize how disrespectful you just were to Manny Pacquiao? You put Ricky Hatton in the same sentence with Manny Pacquiao.
No.
Make this fight.
No.
There's a big difference between Ricky Hatton then Floyd and Manny Mayweather Jr. is afraid of Manny Pacquiao. It's as simple as that.
I was not comparing in any way the glass jaw that is Ricky Hatton to Manny Pacquiao. I'm simply saying that when Ricky Hatton talked smack, Floyd acquiesced. So if Manny Pacquiao was making commercials mocking you, Floyd needs to respond to that and say, you know what? We'll make $100 million on this fight alone. Let's get it on.
You see the fight happening. You see the fight happening.
I don't. I think Floyd is afraid.
I haven't given up. I haven't given up. I haven't given up. You know what? Let me tell you something right now. Yeah. Floyd can sit there and go undefeated. But if Manny Pacquiao is making it so, if Floyd doesn't fight him, even if Floyd retires undefeated, all anybody's going to talk about is he never fought Pacquiao.
Yep.
It's getting to that point. So Floyd needs to go in there and take this boy out. Because he will. He will beat Manny Pacquiao, Skip.
I've never heard him say that.
He will beat him. And by the way, Skip, Carrie, I don't know if you watch Young and the Restless.
I do
but
not.
you know the great character Victor Newman, my friend Eric Braden.
Yeah, you're close.
We just had lunch. We just had lunch last week when we were in L.A. And he is convinced, Skip, that listen, I love Eric Braden. One of him and Sonny Corinthos, okay? But let me tell you something. Here's the bottom line. This man actually agrees with you, Skip Bayless. He agrees with you that Manny Pacquiao would beat Floyd. I think that is blasphemous, Mr. Eric Braden, a.k.a. Victor Newman. I think that is insane. Floyd would pick Manny Pacquiao apart. I have no idea why this fight hasn't taken place. I'm done with it. He needs to fight Pacquiao.
Victor Newman.
And pick him apart and get it over.
Yes.
We need to have him on the show and recreate a scene with Stephen A.
He'll come on.
He'll come on.
Remember, let me tell you something.
He'll come on.
That was the best time in First Takes history when you did that scene. That scene with Sonny Corinthos.
It's not the scene because I wasn't prepped on the lines beforehand, so my acting could have been considerably better. But other than Eric Braden, a.k.a. Victor Newman, Maurice Bernard, a.k.a. Sonny Corinthos, that's my man. And General Hospital is the joint right now. Everybody should watch it. Everybody.
General Hospital?
It's his soap opera.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
39 years and counting. 39 years. I ain't ashamed to tell you.
Wait, Stephen A. General Hospital is where Floyd would wind up.
Well, listen, the doctor, Patrick, would heal him so he can come back and give Manny Pacquiao a rematch. And Carly would be there to massage his shoulders and his arms.
Skip says that that Manny Pacquiao will wrap this up in 8 rounds. It'll be a TKO. Stephen A. believes it'll go the different distance with some different stipulations. I'm not really for sure. General Hospital is where Floyd Mayweather will end up when he fights Manny Pacquiao, and apparently there's a doctor there that will heal him.
Okay.
We've got that all situated. Yes, okay. Coming up next, folks, we're talking about San Francisco. He says he's focused on San Francisco, but does that mean the Redskins will win? We're talking about RG3. The guys will discuss that after the break. Plus, Peyton is perfect at home, and he's also favored by 7 to beat the Dolphins. But will they win? That is the question. We will discuss it when we return.